Burning Ant. That is the deck we are playing today, thanks to Tyler Carden. Tyler, thank you for the donation deck. And this is actually Ed Domingo's, aka Demonic Tutors, deck list from the Legacy Showcase. I have a long history of Ed kicking my butt at Jupiter Games events back around 2010 to 2013-ish. And back then, Ed was always a Grixis Delver player. So many Deathray Shamans. And, well, let's get back on topic. Ant was always Ed's second deck, but Ed was never quite as good with it. And Ed isn't a big fan of Ragavan, so Ed has been playing Burning Ant recently. And this deck list is pretty interesting, in my opinion. So the big thing that I think is interesting about it is the lack of green, which means that you're making a pretty big concession to effects like Aethersworn Canonist or Deafening Silence, since you have no good way of answering them. And by that, I mean, your opponent can just protect those threats all game and you can never win. So you do have things like Chain of Vapor and Echoing Truth that can answer them, or even Dress Down in some circumstances, but it's pretty dicey if they resolve. So it's certainly sketchy. That said, you have a rock solid mana base against some of the decks like lands in the format, where blue is just much better than green. So there's some pros and cons. I don't have strong opinions on it. I'd personally be leaning towards the green side of things. That said, Ed made top 16 in the showcase with this list, so it's not bad. It's just different, right? So this is a pretty classic Ant shell for the most part, other than the fact that we have Burning Wish instead of Wishclaw Talisman. So Burning Wish is able to get things like Massacre or Galvanic Relay or Empty to beat Veil of Summer, but no Grape Shot in this sideboard. Galvanic Relay is a really strong card, and I feel that's part of the reason we're seeing Chrome Mox here. Aside from making Ad Nauseam better, it's another card that makes Relay a better card, so that's pretty interesting to me. And then we have our classic 7 discard spells. No Veil, because we're not running green. Yeah. I don't really have a whole lot else to say about this main deck. I think one of the big things about Ant List recently is Burning Wish and Appear into the Abyss. They're now seeing the potential that the Epic Storm has been playing the last year and a half, which is that Peer is just a busted card, and the best place for it is the sideboard for Burning Wish. So I expect to cast some Peers today. That's what I've got. If you're looking to support us, like, comment, and subscribe. Those things are free and easy to do. Why wouldn't you do that? You're here watching, so clearly you like Storm content. And if you're looking to take your support to the next level, we do offer, membership. So it's the join button next to the subscribe button, where you can unlock badges, emotes, the member section of our Discord. Our Discord is free, but the member section is private until you unlock it with a membership. So definitely check that out. And then we have donation decks and sideboard guides that you can also check out in the upper tiers, with tons of other sweet perks as well. So definitely read all about that. We do have the epicstorm.com/donation decks, where you can be like Tyler and submit your favorite combo deck to be featured here on this very YouTube channel. We also have card singles over at the epicstorm.com/shop, as well as sweet store merchandise, including our mini token pack, where we can help you transition back from online to paper play with everyone's favorite token pack. We have Mana, we have Storm, we've got it all covered. Definitely go check that out. That's the introduction. Let's see how Burning Ant goes today. I'm going to call a 4-1. Right now, I'm calling it 4-1. And the loss will be to a non-blue deck. That's what I'm guessing. Let's see if I'm correct. Match number 1 with Burning Ant. We're on the play. This seems like a keep to me. We have the classic Swamp Thoughtseize. What's not to love? If I remember correctly, our opponent is a Sneak and Show enthusiast. Let's see if they're still on it. Thoughtseize. Well, this is certainly not Sneak and Show. Goblins! Pretty favorable matchup for Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Let's take the Hierarch to slow them down. Turn 2, we can just cast Preordain. Old Goblins. Brainstorm's a pretty good one. We're going to play Underground Sea because it preserves the fetch land, and it keeps a red source for this Past in Flames. We don't really need these. We can bottom these. Another land. Wooded Foothills. Into probably this Goblin Crater Maker. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna play Brainstorm plus Fetch Land. Sure. I don't mind the pedal, it's fine. Ding! There's likely some sort of way of winning here. So I think what we do is we put back Burning Wish in the mire. The Storm's 1. Play Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay, let's just one step at a time. Let's play this. So 4 cards in graveyard. So I think I have to play the Cabal Ritual without Threshold if I want to do this the way that I want to, which is I'm going to play Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond, Cabal Ritual. Well, not in that order. And then Infernal Tutor for Cabal Ritual. Cast it. That will leave me with 7 mana. Flashback Past in Flames. Win from there. That does it. Okay, now we Cabal Rit. Diamond. Tutor. Sacrifice this for black because we have the Petal for red. Alright, so now we go get Cabal Ritual. Cast Cabal Ritual. And then add a red here. Cast in Flames. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Tutor. Chicken Tendies. Click it. Okay. And that is how you win a game of Magic the Gathering with Ad Nauseam Tendrils. That was a pretty classic Piff loop. Okay, so we're facing goblins. We probably want some of these bounce spells. Dress Down is a card you can board in. They are a creature deck. That said, I don't think it's really what you want to be doing here. Instead, I think we just want to board out Dress for these 3 bounce spells and call it a day. You do want to keep a certain number of discard spells in the deck because goblins, well, they're the type of people that like playing Mindbreak Trap, and let's be honest, nobody likes them. People that play Mindbreak Trap, that is. So you want some number of Thoughtseize to discard those. And this looks like a hand that is the Epic Storm from 2018. I don't think we're allowed to keep it, though. It's just like super clunky, doesn't really do anything. And this hand's technically fine. We're just going to bottom the Tendrils. This is not a TES hand from 2018. Mire. Taiga. And Lackey. Okay. Another land. So this seems a little odd, but I'm going to main phase Brainstorm here. And the reason why, well, that was a pretty good Brainstorm, but the reason why was I don't want to have to turn to wait and then fetch and then not be able to Echoing Truth the Lackey or something dangerous. So that's why I'm doing it. Okay. So now we're going to pass. Right now I'm mana short next turn of casting Ad Nauseam. So I think the plan is to fetch and cast Brainstorm, hope to spike Dark Ritual. Alright, Lackey is in play. And does not have Summoning Sickness. We're about to be hit to 19, and a very large goblin will enter the battlefield. Do you have the Muxus? War Chief, okay. What is this? Matron, okay. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. About to be 4 with whatever they get off Matron. Another Goblin Matron, okay. Draw. I do think I'm going to try to spike off this Brainstorm. I just don't think I want to pass and allow them to do bad things. And here, I think we just Brainstormed into the win, as long as they don't have, you know, that dirty card that I mentioned at the start of this game. Cabal Ritual, Diamond. Well, they appear to be F6'd. Alright, cast Infernal Tutor. We have 7 mana, which is not enough to Past in Flames loop. Or, I'm sorry, Tutor Chain, not Past in Flames loop. We could cast Past in Flames here. That would leave us with 3 mana floating, Cabal Ritual, Tutor Tendrils. We lose to Graveyard Hate that way. Or I can Ad Nauseam with 2 mana floating and dodge Graveyard Hate altogether. I think I'm just gonna Nause. You might be like screaming at your screen right now, like, Brian, don't cast Ad Nauseam. You might be right, but I'd hate to lose to a Surgical when I could just like take this line instead. So, Past in Flames. We cannot get Hellbent for the tutor right now, so we have to flip. Okay. 6. We don't have an Echo Vans in this deck, so we can flip again. Alright, one more. And another. Burning Wish. That card doesn't require Hellbent. Ant players don't play that card. That's an Epic Storm card, right? That card's bad. I've heard that the last decade. It doesn't work well with Past in Flames. That's crazy. Wow, Burning Wish winning a game. And the match. Crazy how that works. Burning Wish is a powerful Magic card. That was match number 1 with Burning Ant. Hopefully we get to slaughter more goblins in this league. Stick around, let's find out. 4 more matches to go. Match 2, and we're on the play. Great hand. Wow. Also a 2018 TES hand. Keep. So the plan here is we could jam just turn 1 Ad Nauseam into the dark. That is a play we were allowed to make here. Instead, I'm going to cast this Thoughtseize and not just, lose the match for no reason. All right, where is our swamp? It's the one that starts with S. Tap it, cast this Thoughtseize. Stifle? What are you doing over there? Alright, so I think I'm going to take the daze here. We can beat Stifle. Although jamming turn 1 would have worked. Delta. Another Thoughtseize. Okay. Let's see if they stifle this Chromox imprint. They do not, so now we get to resolve Ad Nauseam. Well, we need to put Ad Nauseam in the stack. We don't know what their draw step was. I'm going to end up being very, very sad when it's a card I don't want to say out loud right now. Alright, let's add 3 black. Yeah, let's do black. Okay, it resolves. Woot woot. And we flip. And we flip. Alright, we just need a tutor at this point. Another diamond. Underground Sea, Brainstorm, Infernal Tutor, how lovely! Nice to see ya. Okay. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Duress. Take that Stifle, you don't need that. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Let's cast Brainstorm. I love casting Brainstorm. 2 lands back. Cabal Ritual. And let's ponder, why not? Shuffle. Yes. Hold the control button. Put Infernal Tutor on the stack. Let's add some red mana. Now let's go get chicken tendies. I bet the YouTube auto caption loves that. There's like, oh, this Magic the Gathering player loves chicken tenders. Alright, so we've beaten this Jeskai Tempo deck in game number 1. This is a sort of deck that would have Canonist in the board for what it's worth, and apparently Stifle. So it's going to be tough. I think we probably want to bring in Massacre. I think we take out the Chromox and like 2 copies of Preordain. Maybe we just leave the Massacre on the board, because that way we have something to... Burning Wish is only a 2 of. It's not super reliable. Yeah, we probably just try this. Good hand. Keep. Opponent's also kept 7. And they're just passing. We know that they're a Stifle deck, so I don't really want to just like fetch into their fetch land. We have 3 lands, so we can afford to play a little bit of chicken here. Draw. Delta go. So they picked up a Tundra and Brainstorm. If they fetch here, we would double fetch. Let's see if they stifle this. Nope. You're gonna stifle this? Okay, they do. So we do have this Delta to go get a basic swamp on our turn. Old Rags, you got it. For what it's worth, playing Stifle has been like, trying to choose my wording here, not the best when your deck has super powerful one-drops. And it's sort of been true for a long time. Back when Stifle was good in these Delver shells, it was back when the one-drops weren't as powerful. Once you started getting things like Ragavan and Deathrite Shaman, that just like was no longer true. Let's just take the Daze. And then Ponder. Ad Nauseam. We can cast that next turn, technically. Okay. I guess that's not true. Not next turn. Alright, so they got our Mire. They should be pondering here, looking for some sort of interaction. Did not shuffle. Okay. Let's just preordain into their known Pyroblast. They let it resolve. I don't think I want the Burning Wish. I guess it is a protection spell. Preordain. See if they Pyroblast this. They do. I mean, one of them resolved. It's essentially the same thing. So now we're going to go to 11. And they get another card off our Ragavan. Ragavan makes playing discard super dangerous because if they reveal one, you just get crushed. I would have liked that Cabal Ritual. Alright, so they have Murktide and 2 unknowns at the moment. Are they playing Murktide? Oh no, they're casting Cabal Ritual. They want that Surveil. I don't blame them. Draw. Petal. Okay, so let's play Cabal Ritual. Lion's Eye Diamond. And then let's see if this Burning Wish resolves. We don't want it to. We want them to force it. So that way I can Ad Nauseam, but kind of just have to see what I can do here. Force pitching the Merc. So now we get to Ad Nauseam from 11 life. They have 1 card in hand. We've played our land. Ad Nauseam, 3 black. Alright, Tutor. That's a good one. Duress. We want to find Lion's Eye Diamond. Thoughtseize. Ponder. Brainstorm. Chain of Vapor. Uh-oh. Welcome to playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Alright, so we didn't get that one. Not a big deal. Did hurt a little. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should be boarding in Relay here. I mean, they're the Stifle version. That's actually not true. Let's just hit Submit. Oh, it's too late. It's not going to let me drag an empty. I wonder if I should have boarded it empty there. Seems fine. Keep. And we're going to emphasize basics here. I could get Underground Sea so that way I could Brainstorm fetch next turn, but I just want to not allow Wasteland to beat me. Look at this hand. I don't know what the pick is here. I think it's Daze, because the way that this hand is constructed, they need mana for all their stuff. So take the free spell, I think. That's the best play. You could also argue that it should be Stifle. Okay. And they drew a second land, so now they can play Ragavan. They did get rewarded a little bit there. I think I'm supposed to just pass here. So now Ragavan's going to get in. Ah, gross. Yep. Yeah. Okay. And the festivities, if you're unaware, is the new Blazing Volley, where it's slightly better because it deals 1 damage to each player and Planeswalker as well. Blazing Volley is outdated technology. Okay, draw. Diamond. Okay, so I think here I'm going to try to get them to Pyroblast so I can fetch and cast Ponder. Okay, let it resolve. So if I fetch here and they stifle, I can pass them flames, but I don't have any action going on here. So let's see if they bite. They didn't. Okay. Play my island. Ponder. They allowed that to resolve too. Wonder if they put it away off the brainstorm. Dark Ritual. I think I'm going to try to hardcast Past in Flames here. Keep this Dark Ritual around in case it gets forced. If, like, I don't need to run this out. So if it resolves, my plan is to duress them, Dark Ritual, crack this for 3 blue and triple cantrip. Okay, so they had a force. And that's why I didn't add in the Dark Ret. So now I'm just going to pass the turn and try again next turn, because if I try to flashback Past in Flames right now, I can't cast any of the cantrips. Okay. They still have 4 cards in hand. Crap. Apparently, I shouldn't have F6. That might have been on me. I don't know if you're actually... No, you're probably not supposed to discard your hand to keep that around, because then you end up just with 2 lands in play. That was fine. What a draw! Diamond. Dark Ritual. Add 3 red. This is pretty risky, because we're essentially going all in on a Ponder. Dark Ritual. Duress. Take the Pyroblast. We're gonna have to beat a Stifle later. Cast Ponder. It doesn't do it. God damn it. So a diamond or a tutor is what we want off this Ponder shuffle. Damn. I think I'm done now. Alright, so we're gonna hit for 5 and then 5. I guess technically it's possible to like win via Pier. It's just super unlikely. Because actually no, it's impossible, because we don't have any draw here that gets us up to Pier mana, and this knocks us down to 1. Come on, deck. Seriously? Preordain. I think we're just dead. I would have taken that off the Ponder Shuffle too. Alright. Yeah, we just don't have any way of winning this. I guess you could argue in hindsight that I wasn't supposed to flashback the Piff when I did, but your opponent gains an advantage every draw step you give them when they have Ragavan. So I'm not sure if I'm in agreement with just like sitting there and not doing anything. And we are officially dead. Bummer. So we're 1-1, and we did lose to a blue deck. I said non-blue, so I'm wrong all the time. But let's just see if we can win the next 3. Match number 3, we're on the play. Seems like a keep to me. We just need an action spell. Okay, so we're going to lead off on Thoughtseize here. And if their hand is super good, we could go Lotus Petal Thoughtseize again. They have their own copy of Thoughtseize. It's kind of weird, right? Thing. I think we're supposed to take theirs. Just past the turn. So there looks like they're like some sort of like bug delver, maybe? Misty Rainforest. And Ponder. So this looks like Shadow. Cannot shuffle. Okay, draw. Maybe we just cast Thoughtseize here. What's with all the stifles in this league? Jeez. Maybe we just take the Brainstorm. Okay, and pass. Okay, so they've used their Misty now. Are they delving Murktide or passing? They're passing, okay. Oh, they have Monkey. Okay. Draw. Bingo. Alright, so I'm going to fetch here. Let's see if they stifle. They might not. Oh, they're doing it. Okay, so we still have to beat Daze. 15 life. Let's see if this Ad Nauseam doesn't murder me. Okay, add the mana, hold priority, put Infernal Tutor onto the stack, and then from there, we sacrifice our Lion's Eye Diamond for black mana. Infernal Tutor. Go get Ad Nauseam, cast it floating a black mana. Our opponent will probably try to Daze. I think that they should try to Daze here, and then I'll pay with the black floating. And mistake on our opponent's part, in my opinion. Burning Wish means we don't need to be Hellbent anymore. Look at that beautiful, beautiful Chrome Mox. Probably the best card in this deck. You should always be playing more copies of Chrome Mox. Okay, we can stop there. Lotus Petal. Chrome Mox. Imprint this Preordain. And we got game number 1 over Shadow. What I'm assuming is Shadow based on the shocks, at least. Empty seems pretty good. I don't like taking Ad Nauseam out in this style of matchup. Maybe I just brought out a Preordain. So weird we got paired into like back-to-back tempo strategies with Stifle. Not to knock people that play Stifle, I just don't think it's very good anymore, so it's a little bit strange. And here we've opened up 2 pretty expensive red cards. I think I'm going to try it anyway. It's a little bit clunky. I wish it wasn't as bad, but I think it's still like a low-level keep. Delta. You could just try to jam the Delta into the Stifle here. I think I'm just going to play it a little bit safer and pass. And there's the vents. Okay. Chrome Mox, I know what that does. You get stifled. Alright, enough joking around. I think I'm just going to pass here. We don't need to rush this. Brainstorm, you got it. Okay. So they redrew one of the cards off Brainstorm. Watery Grave. And they're passing. Draw. Cabal Ritual. Not really sure what I want to do here. Like, I could fetch into the Stifle, but if they don't have one, it's like pretty beneficial to just like not have to waste a resource under this Chrome Mox. So I think I like fetching. And they have the Stifle. Okay. Sure. And now we can play Chrome Mox, imprint Cabal Ritual, and then discard spell them. Chrome Mox. We have another Stifle. And Duress. They did have another Stifle. They chose not to use it. Alright, let's take the Force, I think. 4 cards left in the opponent's hand. They also could have chose to hide that Force with Brainstorm and didn't. Ponder. Another Watery Grave, sure. Brutal! Damn, Thoughtseize. Wonder what the pick is here. Maybe Diamond? I'm not even sure if that's right. It could be Dark Ritual or this Thoughtseize. They chose the Thoughtseize. Okay. Draw. Brainstorm. We know there are 3 cards in hand. So if I put back Delta Ponder, I can go Petal, Dark Ritual, Flashback Piff. They have Daze. Yeah, I can't get to empty this way. But, okay, here, I'm just trying to think this through. If I put back Past in Flames, empty, and then fetch and they stifle me, I could ponder into empty. I mean, this is a pretty risky line, but this should work if they stifle. Alright, the mouse has taken the bait. Petal. Lion's Eye Diamond. Full priority, cast Ponder. In response to that, cast Dark Ritual. In response to that, sacrifice Diamond. Okay, and now they never got a good opportunity to cast that Daze. I miss these Ponder into empty tricks. If I'm being completely honest, the post-Gitaxian Probe era TES before Wishclaw, those deck lists, they were a low point for TES. And the idea that, like, they weren't as strong as the Probe list, they weren't as good as the Wishclaw list, is kind of just, like, not great. But I have a lot of fond memories of emptying people to death. Like, I definitely won some challenges in that period. Like, they didn't suck. It's just, like, they weren't as good as the 2 areas surrounding them. I guess that would have been a better way of phrasing it. And I just love emptying people. There's a... I think it's still on the site somewhere, or you can just, like, search it through SEG. There's a feature match I have where I turn 1 my Grixis Delver opponent twice. And Patrick and Cedric are just going insane in the background, like making fun of my opponent's mismatching brainstorms. The entire match is 8 minutes, and over 4 minutes of it is sideboarding. Ponder, yep. He shuffled. And Empty the Warrens gets it. Woot woot. Love it. Alright, 2-1. Phone 9 is our 4th opponent of the day. We're on the play. I have no idea what they're on, but I think I want to keep this. We have Thoughtseize into a possible Ad Nauseam. We have a bunch of the expensive cards out of our deck. We have Brainstorm to help find a second land for this Cabal Ritual. This hand has some stuff going on for it. That said, there are some negatives. For example, the card Wasteland is going to wreck us. So, let's see what happens. Okay, let's start. They kept their 7. Let's go. Underground Sea and Thoughtseize. Whoa, they're playing a much cooler Storm deck. The Epic Storm. This is out of their wheelhouse, from what I remember. Hot damn. Okay, so... I know the trap of taking Tutor. The Epic Storm is a deck with 8 Tutors. We're supposed to take Diamond. Is it bad that I'm rooting against me? I'd rather the Epic Storm win. Also, I can't believe that they thought so long on that. The hand's amazing. From Mox. I'm printing the right, and then they have turn 1 Wishclaw. Dark Ritual does allow them to get pretty close to turn 2 Ad Nauseam as well. Okay, so they have Dark Ritual, Ponder, and 1 Unknown. Draw. Let's cast Brainstorm. See if we can get there. Well, we would have gotten there if we had another mana source, but we have to pass here, unfortunately. So let's just put these 2 on top. And pass and hope that our opponent doesn't kill us. So they need 2 mana out of Ponder, Dark Ritual, and 2 unknown draws. So a Lion's Eye Diamond kills me, another Dark Ritual kills me. Rite of Flame would not. Rite of Flame land would. They're casting Ponder, that's a good sign for the home team. And they chose to shuffle off Ponder. Dark Ritual and 3 unknowns now. Mox Opal. They need 1 more mana. Brainstorm? Ooh, they're activating Wishclaw. Wonder if they're just like getting silence here. Or Orange Chant, I mean. They did. Damn. Well, I'm not going to fall for the trap of activating the Wishclaw when they went to go get Orm's Chant, so I'm just going to Ponder looking for a discard spell. There it is. Unless I think that they went and got Ad Nauseam. I'm just going to pass. I really don't want to lose to Orm's Chant. Okay. It looks like they didn't get Ad Nauseam. So a really good bluff there would have been to pretend that you're getting Orm's Chant and then just get Ad Nauseam and dunk. But I respected it, and now I get to Thoughtseize them. So this is probably going to be fetch for white, Source cast Orm's Chant. Yep. I cannot cast spells. So now we take the Dark Writ. It's worth noting Dark Writ also takes them off of being able to spike Ad Nauseam as a draw here. Okay. Ponder. Interesting that they tapped the... well, I guess it's not that interesting. They have Veil of Summer as a card that's good here. And this list doesn't play a Grape Shot, so if you're trying to beat Veil of Summer, it's going to have to be off empty. Did not shuffle. Yeah, I'm going to fetch. I don't really want to draw the Ad Naus here. Preordain. Cast it. Come on, Dark Writ. I will take a Petal. My bad. I thought I actually had a little bit more mana there. Oh no, I counted right. Never mind. I'm a dummy. I forgot about Preordain going to the graveyard. I'm like, oh, I thought I had 6 cards in graveyard and then Petal would have been 7. But the Preordain just didn't finish resolving yet. Okay. And now we cast Tutor, add black, red. And our opponents conceded the game. Sweet. Okay. So we definitely want these flusters. Love a good fluster. And what do we board out? And I really don't think Tendrils is good here against the 4 Veil of Summer deck. Maybe just take out the Chromox too. Let's try this out. We only have 1/4 in the deck. I'm used to old TES doing something pretty similar to this. The curve is very similar, at least. No Dark Petition. Only 1 4-mana red card. This hand is not a keep. And they kept 7. Sure. Okay. If this is just Delta Go, you don't cast Duress because they're like definitely holding up Veil of Summer. So I think instead we're just gonna cast Ponder. Try to find Flusterstorm here. Ponder. I think I'm gonna shuffle that. Okay. And step they're activating Polluted Delta. They got Trop. They definitely have a Veil of Summer. Okay. Another diamond. Am I dead? I look like I'm dead. Rite of Flame, Burning Wish, Pier. 5 mana. Okay. Let's just make sure that they sack the diamonds. So they should sack this one too, for what it's worth. So that way you get to have better mana. Okay. I'm gonna just... Pier's a guaranteed kill. I'm just gonna go to the next one. But we get to be on the place where Discord is a little bit more effective. And let's see how we can do. We have 8 discard spells, 2 flusters. On the play. Yes. Can't get Volcanic Island with this Delta, so we're getting Underground Sea, and then probably casting Brainstorm on turn 2, which is why I'm not leading on the Swamp. Okay. Delta, activate. Underground Sea. Thoughtseize. That hand is disgusting. Ugh. That's not a keep. I would have shipped that. Alright, Diamond. Pass. Verdant. Actually, if you keep that, I don't even know if it's correct here to play Burning Wish, unless like you're getting Echo and praying to hit Diamond. Alright, they're activating the Verdant. Scrubland. Okay. And casting Wish. So the plan here should be to get Echo and then just like hope to rip Diamond. And they got the Echo. Draw. I'm a mana off of Ad Nauseam right now. Brainstorm, hope to spike. Nope. So it's actually pretty dangerous to cast Dress here, because if they drew another land, you're discarding Echo. And they don't have a Burning Wish target that would blow up a Chrome Mox. Alright, you ready to discard their Echo of Aeons? Let's go. Ad Nauseam, huh? Well, I will discard that. Pass. So it's worth noting, we're drawing a Burning Wish here. We only have 1 Burning Wish left in the deck, and that Burning Wish needs to win the game because I boarded out Tendrils. I guess I could Past in Flames that Burning Wish. Alright, Nas. If they have Veil, they should probably cast it, because this could reveal Fluster and make their life difficult. And it did! Okay. There's only 1/4 in the deck. Double Fluster. Petal. I think I should just discard here. Okay. Get rid of some lands. Probably don't want this. Probably don't need double Fluster. Okay. So they fetched in their upkeep. Looking for a hit here. Delta. So I think we still know that they have Underground Sea in hand as well. Let's stress them. Okay. So I should be able to win here. We're gonna have to Fluster our own Fluster. Infernal Tutor. Reveal Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Whoops, untap. Fluster. And then we point all the Fluster copies at the original. No. And then this Cabal Ritual resolves. Cast Tutor. Go get Piff. Cast Past in Flames. Okay, now we Cabal Ritual a bunch. And our opponent concedes. So unfortunately, we beat the better combo deck. That said, I'm happy that I won. Alright, so that was round number 4. Round number 5 coming up. Let's see if I can make that 4-1 prediction come true. The final match, and we're on the play. Is this supposed to be a keep? I think you just keep any hand with mana plus Infernal Tutor LED. But I think off this preordain, we're looking for discard spell plus ritual. Our opponent's taking a mulligan. Reveals Chancellor of the Annex. Ugh. Alright. Let's pay for the Chancellor trigger. Dirty Reanimator players. Okay. Pass the turn. So we'd like to draw a Dark Ritual or Diamond off the top rope. Scrubland. Unmask. Okay. So Chancellor's about to enter play. Yep. They're going to 13 life. So we're going to have to play this game a little bit slower now because we need more mana to beat this Chancellor. Unlike in the Epic Storm, Ant doesn't really have a way here of beating Chancellor. Like, there's no Veil of Summer to get around the Chancellor trigger, so you just have to build up a bunch of mana. Preordain. If isn't bad. I think I keep that. I'll play around their discard too. Oh, they still have Entomb Exhume too. I think I'm screwed here. Another land. I just have to pass. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to win this one. Seer's Emissary, and now they choose Sorcery, and then you have to Burning Wish or Empty in order to win, versus 2 giant flying angels, so it's just like not very likely. Yep. Right, I'm going to concede this. Go to sideboard. That did not go well. Alright, so we want these Flusters, the Duress, Chain of Vapor, Echoing Truth. I don't know if you want all of it, but we're boarding that in for now. Definitely get rid of these Preordains. You just want more interaction in general. And now we're 2 over. I think you can board out Thoughtseize, because you don't want to discard their creature spells. Maybe you board out like 1 Echoing Truth. Maybe take out the Chromox? I don't know. Let's try this. Okay, on the play. Sure. Alright, they took a mulligan to 6. Reveals Chancellor. Okay, so I think we have to sacrifice our Petal here. Oh, they had double Chancellor. Well, how about that? I'm gonna Thoughtseize first. Alright, Reanimate, Exhume, Dark Ritual. So let's just take a Reanimate. And let's play out the Diamond in case they draw like an Unmask. Okay, they're just on the long game of discard, step, whatever. Take the Exhume. Alright, we want to draw Infernal Tutor off the top so we can put Ad Nauseam on the stack now. Draw. Pass. They're on 7, so they're not far from discard step Chancellor. Oh, their last 2 draw steps were Unmask, Reanimate. That is so brutal. Ah, damn. Yep. I guess we have the Echoing Truth, so it's not that bad. There might have been a little bit of an overreaction. Brainstorm, pay the tax. Yes. Okay. Let's hide these on top. No action spell, though. Okay, so we know that they have Swamp Chancellor. Gonna pass the turn. Well, let's bounce that. I would like to pay the tax, thank you. And then they can take a ritual here, it doesn't really matter. Okay, they should have, did they, maybe that was the swamp they played? Not quite sure. I'm gonna play out the diamond. You could hold it for storm count, but right now I'm so far away from natural storm that I don't think it's very realistic. Ponder. Ding dong. Okay, so we need to get up to storm 6. Right now we have 2 with Dark Ritual. There should just be a clean Piff loop, I think. Okay, they're just gonna concede. That's fine. Alright, game number 3, we're on the draw against Reanimator. It's gonna be tough. All right, let's bring the Chromox back and get rid of the Thoughtseize. I think we just want a little bit more speed on the draw. Let's try this out. And I want the extra bounce spell because they're going to be looking for a proactive hand and we're going to need to answer whatever they do. I think on the play it's better to be disruptive, and on the draw you want to try to answer what they're doing, but also just like if they for some reason have to mulligan into oblivion, you just want to kill them quickly. This hand is garbage. Mulligan. They also took a mulligan. All right, so we're gonna bottom Chromox, and they're going to 5. Okay, so they kept 5. We just need to try to do something here. We need them to not turn 1 us. Looting. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. No Chancellor, by the way, so there's no tax this game. Grief Unmask, okay. Interesting. Chain was a good draw. Let's go. I think I'm gonna Thoughtseize them because I want to get them before they have a large creature stuck in their hand. Thoughtseize, double Animate Dead. Well, I think I'm gonna take the Thoughtseize here. And I can just hold the pedal. I don't need to play that out. And they drew the land for Animate Dead on Grief. Okay. So they're probably going to take Dark Ritual if I had to guess. And I'm probably going to dress away the Animate Dead in their hand. I guess they could take the Duress over the Dark Ritual, but I don't know if I like that play. I think the correct pick here is just taking the Dark Rit. Interesting, they took Chain of Vapor. Ding, that was a good one. Alright, let's get rid of that Animate Dead. And then next turn, you know, maybe a Cabal Ritual or another Dark Ritual into Ad Nauseam. Could also take Lion's Eye Diamond, more than welcome. Alright, so we're gonna fall to 15. Okay, so let's go get another Dark Rit. Then next turn, as long as we don't get stuck not being Hellbent. 2 cards in the opponent's hand now. Going to 13 life. Draw. Come on. Actually, that's the same thing as... Never mind, that doesn't make a big deal. Alright, so let's just think through this. I could go get another Dark Ritual, 5 mana. This actually might be a Piff loop if I do things correctly. So, Dark Ritual, Tutor. I'm sorry, Dark Ritual, Tutor, floating 1. Rit would be 5 mana, 6 mana, 7 mana. That's Past in Flames with 1 floating, triple Dark Ritual, triple Infernal Tutor. That does it. Okay, so this is going to be a cool one. Reveal Dark Rit. Go get a Dark Rit. Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Tutor. Go get Piff. And cast it. Okay. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Oh, and our opponent conceded. Alright, we got the 4-1. I was right about that. I just was wrong about what we lost against. Not a big deal. So let's go back and look at the deck list. This is Burning Ant. My overall thoughts. The lack of green did not come up in this league. We did have to awkwardly board in some bounce spells versus that Jeskai Tempo deck, but it never came up. I don't know if I completely love how the sideboard's built. I don't think Ant is a deck that really abuses Galvanic Relay that well, if I'm being completely honest, because part of the good thing about Relay is when you're putting permanents onto the board, you get to accumulate card advantage. And with Ant, you have so few permanents, especially in lists without Wishclaw Talisman, because you only have these 9. And it was a little bit awkward. We also faced a lot of Stifle Tempo, which is, you know, not the norm, so we didn't really get to use Relay there. But I just don't feel like it's necessarily the best home for it. I do think there should probably be a Grape Shot on the board if you're going to be running Burning Wish, so that way you can beat Veil of Summer. I don't know, like, the list is mostly fine. It's not bad. Like, it's just an ant list, which is all it needs to be, right? Unfortunately, I don't think we put Peer into the Abyss on the stack at all, which I'm kind of shocked about because I thought I would coming into this league. Dress Down didn't matter. I guess Dress Down could have been a card I sided in against Reanimator, but I don't know. I probably made a bunch of mistakes in this league. You're welcome to tell me what they were. You will not hurt my feelings. Thank you for watching. Keep storming. Have a great day. And I'll see you soon. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.